Geminis, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot monthly extended tarot for the month of December 2023. Look what popped out right at the beginning. That's you, Gemini. So you might have a strong emphasis on your relationships this month. We will dive into a little bit of the astrology before we get into the tarot. I do apologize. I still am feeling a little under the weather, so if you do notice my voice is a little groggy, sorry for that. I also want to thank everybody in the comments who gave me and my daughter well wishes. I truly appreciate that. It really does help align your energy with support like that. So thank you very much, everybody. Last month in November, you got the message of stepping into the unknown, right? And this month, we want to not let fear hold us back, okay? Because, actually, let's just get into the astrology first, and then we'll jump back. Because the month is starting out with Neptune going direct in Pisces, and this is going to give us some energy that makes it easier to hold on to faith, okay? And like really trust in the process because, you know, it's a little unstable right now as far as the collective. So we really want to hang on to that faith. And so Geminis, with you being an air sign, it's really important when we come to our thinking that we really pay attention to our thoughts and don't get bogged down into that shadow fear, okay? Then on December 12th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius, which is bringing new perspective. Now, this is going to be wonderful for Geminis because you are thinkers. You see both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? And that is something that I think is going to really work towards your benefit this month because even though we got that forward-moving energy with Sagittarius on the 22nd of November, we are getting Mercury Retrograde on December 13th. Now, a reminder that we don't need the outdated stigma of the doom and gloom of Mercury Retrograde. Remember, retrogrades are a time to reflect, okay? And so Geminis, Mercury, you know, the fact that you rule Mercury and this Mercury retrograde for reflection right after we get new perspective the day before with that new moon, utilize this to really focus on your inner world, okay? And focus on communication. Like this would be a wonderful time to start a blog, a vlog, even just like a journal, you know what I mean? If you write poetry, you know, really diving into that, journaling, like this is going to really bring about some probably prolific messages from your subconscious. So please pay attention to that middle of the month. You know, where I live, it's freezing in the middle, you know, so it's perfect time in the middle of December to go within, right? So after that, we have Capricorn season starting on the 21st, and we have a full moon in Cancer on December 26th. Now, I think this is actually going to be pretty big. I do believe that this full moon in Cancer is going to be really pivotal for the collective. I'm just really getting this powerful sense of like the emotional cleansing with the power that water is going to be having in the coming years, okay? So whatever it is that if there's emotional attachments, this full moon in Cancer is really signifying emotional closures and optimistic endings to sensitive matters, okay? So please keep that in mind because on the same day, there's Chiron and Aries, which indicates healing insecurities. So this month is going to be really pivotal when it comes to our shadow side. And so like I said, going back to, you know, the blessing of Mercury retrograde going and, you know, reflecting, right? I really do believe that a lot of this, these thoughts and these creative sparks that come when it comes to communication and writing, I think it's going to be a lot connected to your shadow and to purge. I'm really getting purged. So really healing something within you is going to be really powerful as we get ready for the new year. And then on December 30th, this is the type of energy that's coming December 30th, okay? We have Jupiter direct in Taurus, all right? And so it's really important to not revert back to fear-based actions and thoughts, all right? It could be that like the sun is right there at your fingertips and there's something that triggers you to think like this isn't gonna work. I can't take this leap, okay? So be mindful of that. All right, and then let's see. Yeah, last week, or not last week, I guess I took a week off, but another reminder from your previous tarot was, to stay in your lane, because there's a lot going on in the collective. And too, when it comes to like social media, the more we can stay on social media, that also helps. You're really being indicated to just nurture these new endeavors that you've been working on, because there is liberation that's coming from that, okay, Geminis? So whatever it is that you've been working on, stay focused on where you're going. And when you stay in your own lane and you stay focused on your projects and, keep out of other people's business, which can be hard because I'm a Gemini moon and rising, like, you're drawn to the gossip, right? You're drawn to the drama. And a lot of that too is because you want to help, you know what I mean? So like at some point, it's this idea of drawn to the drama because you want to help people see the other side, but not everybody always wants to see the other side of a conversation or confrontation, if you will. So staying in your own lane, I'm going to give you that advice for December as well. We'll see what the tarot has to say, but I really do think you're going to get that message, because we want to make sure that we don't speak harshly, like from a sense of our shadow, you know what I mean? Like that inner child, hurting somebody because it's triggering us in some way. So the more we can stay in our lane, stay off social media, the better off we're going to be right now. All right, so I think that is enough of the pre-shuffle. All right, so let us see. What do we got for Geminis for the month of December 2023? Yeah, whatever you're nurturing, and this could even be, if you're a parent, like nurturing your child. Remember, like you heal your inner child when you nurture your inner child, and you nurture your child, like you heal your inner child, if that makes sense. Okay. But whatever it is that you're nurturing, it's bringing some sort of fulfillment emotionally, okay? So please, whatever it is, something new that you've been working on, definitely stick with it, is a message I got in the shuffle. Nice. Okay. Overall energy for the for the month of December 2023 is the 9 of Swords. So this is what I was kind of thinking as far as possibly getting stuck in your head. So definitely be mindful of negative thinking and getting lost in it, all right? Especially if things do slow down, because if things slow down, we can have, with Mercury retrograde, we can unfortunately have that trigger response of this is signaling it's not going to work, okay? So whatever doubts and fears are going on, remember too, this is ruled by Mars and Gemini. So if you're questioning yourself, like you don't need to fear the unknown is really what the message of this is. So how fascinating. November is going into the great unknown. And then December is telling you don't fear the unknown. Because I think too, Geminis, you're so stuck in your head. It's so easy to draw conclusions, right? But just remember, you can see both sides of a situation. So when it comes to your personal situations, if you constantly go down the rabbit hole of the 9 of Swords, you can see the other side. So this is like a part of retraining your brain. During Mercury retrograde, yes, it can cause confusion, but use that to your benefit, because you've got a lot of luck on your side, which I love. So really use that to your benefit, please, at this time, because when you do have that negativity, when you do have that doubt, when you do have that questioning, how can you switch that around? I think that's going to be your biggest, I know we got a lot more to go, but I think that's going to be your biggest message for the month of December. Now, the King of Swords in this position is what you need more of, okay? So this is making choices that are based in logic and rationality. I really think that this needs to be you too. I think you need to have more authority over your thoughts and your communication. Okay? Because this is also about boundaries, all right? Communicational boundaries. And it's also educating yourself. So that's the thing too, is like, when Mercury goes retrograde, like, are there ways that you can learn new ways of communicating with others where your shadow doesn't take the lead, if you will? But I really think too, like, this is also ruled by Capricorn. So I'm thinking like this theme you're going to see like really come to illuminate around the beginning of Capricorn season, around the 21st, like 20th. So pay attention to that, okay? But this is just, you have to probably make some decisions that you, again, have to think logically, because if we let our emotions lead us, we might cater to other people's wants and needs versus our own, okay? So just be mindful when you're making decisions that you make them for you and not necessarily for other people. Okay, I love seeing this because this isn't what you have the right amount of, and this is the wheel. This is luck is on your side, Gemini. So whatever it is, like I said, that's holding you in this pattern, the universe has your back, all right? So a reminder of this card too is to utilize the understanding of the seasons, the changing of the seasons, all right? Remember, Neptune going direct in Pisces on the 6th is giving us that faith and trust. So hang on to that. The 12th gives us that new perspective. And then December 13th, Mercury retrograde to go within, all right? Utilize all of these cycles. I'd also recommend Stillwater Alchemy. They do wonderful week-to-week energy forecasts. Really utilize that energy, okay? Because understanding the cycles, especially to that full moon and that new moon, that's going to be huge, all right? But luck is on your side. Like this is that shift, really, okay? So also pay attention to your Jupiter. Your Jupiter is going to have a lot of luck for you, especially when it comes to that new perspective. There's something with your Jupiter and this new perspective that this new moon in Sagittarius is bringing that's going to unlock something that you're going to be ready to dive into around the 13th, okay? Okay, this is interesting because what you need less of is the Fool. So this is something that we all tend to do. And I think I've given you this message before. When we get lost in this, right? When we start to doubt ourselves, when we question that this isn't working, we want to go to something new, right? We want to, okay, like put that, I'll get back to that and I'll just start this. You're not supposed to do that right now, okay? So please pay attention to that, Geminis. Again, I'm a Gemini moon, rising, north node. Like, I get it. It's so tempting and easy to put down something when we don't have that instant gratification. Again, like air, communication, you're so attached to the internet and that instant gratification, right? So it's easy to get bogged down when we're not seeing specific outcomes that we're expecting and not paying attention to how it actually is working. Okay, so now is not the time to put down whatever it is you're working on. Now is not the time to start a new relationship. Like, you're really meant to focus on what you've got, okay? And then this is interesting because the Three of Swords is in the position of what you can change. And so I really believe that you're being reminded that these worries and sadness and, you know, feeling again like things just aren't working out, like this could be a breakup too, like something that's triggering you. But again, swords, communication, you have so much of this is connected to your air. You have to remember that you can shift your perspective. This is also ruled by Saturn and Libra. So think about Saturn being your lessons, your blocks, your fears, Libra being balance, right? Justice. How have these past disappointments helped you get to where you are now, okay? And a reminder that you are in control of changing your thought patterns, all right? And it's not saying that you need toxic positivity. It's saying, yes, this happened and this hurt. How can I learn from this so I don't repeat it again? Okay? It's not about diminishing the sadness. It's about transforming it, in a sense of alchemy. And like I said, this is so powerful connected to your Gemini energy. And what you need to accept, Gemini, is yourself. You also need to accept the contrasts and differences that relationships have to offer. Remember that we had that full moon in Gemini at the end of November. And it was about embracing the differences of opinion for us to move forward collectively. And quite honestly, Gemini, I really think this is more about you, the two sides of you, okay? And connecting with that and enjoying the contrast within you. Gemini, you are the twins, right? You have that duality. I really believe that this is about accepting you for who you are, okay? Because people see, there's that trope of, the two-sided Gemini, where it's like there's two sides to everything though, right? So you really want to embrace your energy. And when you heal your shadow, it doesn't come off in a way that projects hurt onto others, right? So this is all about an evolution that's happening for you. So embrace it for what it is, because it's going to be fantastic. Okay, and the Four of Coins is where your month is heading. This is ruled by Sun in Capricorn. Okay, this is believing that the universe will provide for you. So it could be, honestly, that these fears and doubts are related to money. And we need to shift into this mindset that the universe will always provide for you. If you need some guidance, I always recommend You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. It's a wonderful book. And shout out to my friend Crystal, who actually is a Gemini, for recommending that book to me. But you have to contemplate your relationship with money, okay? Because remember, money is neutral energy. Your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others affects your relationship with money, okay? So are you prioritizing yourself? Are you prioritizing your projects? Because if you drop a project and go on to another one, are you really prioritizing that and nurturing it? Are you giving it the energy you need to see it come to fruition? All right, so this could be a challenging month. I'm getting more so it's a mindset though. And so the more that you can align with, people who are on that same path of this journey, the better off you're going to be. I really think a lot of December too is like people connecting with the people who are aligned in that rising, liberated energy. But this is also like the need for security. And like, obviously we all need that. Okay. So remember that this is the old energy, like the hoarding energy is from the Capricorn paradigm. All right. And that's the paradigm that's crumbling right now. That's the paradigm that's showing its shadow. And so we want to make sure that we stay focused on that air, Aquarian age, air energy that you are akin to. Okay. Because there is a shift happening with your finances, and I think it's going to be a good one, okay? So maybe for the end, I'm going to clarify the Four of Coins specifically, okay? Generally, I clarify the whole reading, but I'm going to specifically clarify the Four of Coins. So, but remember, you got the wheel. The wheel is working for you right now. So let's see what past life energy can help Geminis in the month of December 2023. All right, let's see what energy, past life energy. Now remember, these past lives, they can be related to your life before children if you're a parent. I mean, a life before a committed relationship, your childhood, or an actual past life. So definitely take it how it resonates. But there is definitely something here for you to ponder. And this might actually, I think, really be great for when Mercury goes retrograde, if this is energy that you feel like you need to sit on a little bit, and reflect on. It's going to be great during that retrograde time. All right, knighthood. Very cool. Okay, so what I love too, before I even dive into this, is the similarity of this energy. And so remember, you need more of the King of Swords. And so unlocking this past life energy, I think, is going to be what unlocks this King of Swords for you. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Once a knight, always a knight. You received this card as validation of your inner knighthood. Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, you have the heart and mind of a knight. Most likely, you've long had a fascination with tales and images of knights. You may collect knight figurines, decorate with knight-related artwork, and even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. You may choose a profession that is into a guardian or protector role. It's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in. As a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're not happy. All right, so if this is related to a situation with your career, you know, you really have to embrace that knight energy. And like I said, I don't think you're meant to start something new right now. I think, and you know, it's not saying like if you're in a career you don't like not to find a new job, but like if you've been working on a side project or a side hustle, like keep going with it. Like even if you're not getting the results that you want, please keep going with it, okay, Gemini? Ooh, I got way too excited about that. Let's put that back. Okay, let's get an empowering question for Geminis for the month of December. Also, if you do like this reading, please make sure to like, share with other people you think it might resonate with, and comment if it does resonate with you. Sorry, I am so stuffed up. And please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you do get notifications of when new videos pop up. I will be doing those shadow videos, so please subscribe so you get notifications when that pops up, because I was planning on doing it during the November break, but unfortunately, I was sick the entire time, so I did not get to do that, but I will be doing that for December break, okay? And I'm really excited about it because it will tell you the parts of your shadow that you project and then the parts of your shadow you reject. And I think that is so important. Okay, so you got two. The first is, where am I going and why? Which I think will help keep you centered when it comes to these fears that pop up. And what am I thankful for today? I think that's really going to be important at the end of the month, especially with that color imagery there. Okay, so let us get all right. So let's get a crystal energy for the month of December 2023. Yeah, I think honestly the most powerful part of this, like I'm just sticking to this, is you, Gemini, accepting the two sides of you, the duality that is your sign. It's a superpower, okay? So it's not this, like, if it's your shadow showing, you are projecting, you know, the two-sided, what am I trying to say? My Gemini brain just lost what I was saying. Two-faced. That's what I was trying to say. You know, that's your shadow projecting. But when you heal it, you're just seeing things from both sides, and you can come at it from an emotionally stable place, okay? All right, let's see what energy you got. Oh, you got Amber. This is perfect. So Amber is laughter. And so I do think, like, when you can welcome that in, and Geminis, you're chatty, you are very funny. I think if you can have some amber with you, you know, they have those like amber, I know that they're technically for teething, but they have like amber necklaces and bracelets. Wear one if you can, okay, for the month of December, and really bring that joy and laughter, all right? Let your inner child laugh, because that's what is going to help alleviate that Nine of Swords energy. All right, so we are going to clarify the end of the month with the Four of Coins, all right? Let's clarify the Four of Coins at the end of the month for Gemini. And then we will close this reading out. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising too for a more in-depth look at the month ahead. All right, Geminis, clarify the Four of Coins at the end of the month. Can I clarify the Four of Coins at the end of the month? Woo! No, that's way too many. Okay. Here, I'm going to move that. There we go. All right, let's clarify the 4 of coins at the end of the month for Gemini, and then we will close this reading out. Ooh, okay, you got 2. So let's see here. Ooh, cool. All right, you got the 3 of Wands and the Moon to clarify the 4 of coins. So very cool, because the 3 of Wands is big potential, right? Remembering that the sky is the limit, that your ships are coming in, okay? And the Moon is your intuition, your subconscious, all right? So really pay attention to your dreams, especially, like I said, that full moon in Cancer is at the end of the month. I really think whatever this emotional closure is for you is unlocking this financial security and stability. And like healing your relationship with yourself heals your relationship with money. Very cool. And also look, because you can see this is like your shadow, right? And hi, who is this? The 2 sides of you. Oh, I love this. Really, that I think too, like when it comes to emotional closure and like really focus on yourself, Geminis, okay? Your ships are coming in. This is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a wonderful December.